What's up, guys? It's you, and welcome back to another Pokemon Showdown Live. This is episode 30, so happy 30th birthday? No, wow, I really messed that up. It wouldn't actually be the 30th birthday, it'd be like the 30th, like, whatever. It's just the 30th episode. Ignore what I previously said. But anyway, so yeah, welcome back. We're using the same Dougie and Buggy team. Also, big shout out to Kamex for the background music in today's episode. Anyway, let us jump into it. So, we're facing a pretty cool team that has Mega Sharpedo, so I lose. Like, Mega Sharpedo destroys this team. Eats it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Unless it doesn't have EQ, in which case, as long as I don't get flinched with Cobalion, I'm okay. Regardless, I'm going to go ahead and lead with Cobalion, as he ends up leading with his own Cobalion. I'm close combating turn 1, because I think he's going to go for the taunt. Like, I have 3 plays here. I can go for the taunt, I can Stealth Rock, and I can... He ends up going for the SD, turn 1. Okay, I'm glad I got that damage off. Right here, I'm gonna go straight at Gligar, because he can't really touch Gligar. If Cobalion got Baton Pass, that'd be cool, but it doesn't. And I eat that up. That's doing nothing. I'm going to go straight away for the EQ right here, as he goes for the Iron Head, does 38%, and does not flinch me, which is awesome. And that's nice because I don't actually need Gligar for anything else. I just needed it to check Cobalion because it doesn't really beat Sharpedo anyway. And right here, I can go straight away for the U-turn, as he ends up knocking me out with the Waterfall. And he's Life Orb, which is a lot better, to be honest. That means that I may actually be able to live a hit, and it's not a Strong Jaw Crunch. But he's adamant. He's adamant. So I'm going to go for the U-turn right here. Like, nobody ever runs Jolly Sharpedo, right? Nobody ever runs Jolly... Oh, blah, 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 blah. So, that's a problem. I'm going to go at Cobalion as he waterfalls. So I basically got to switch around and make sure he doesn't just wreck my entire team, which is pretty impossible. But okay, so let me break this down. Moltres would be nice because it beats that, but that also gets beat by Meloetta. This gets beat by Meloetta. This gets beat by Beedrill plus Meloetta. If he's Mega Audino. No, he's Mega Beedrill. Okay, so I actually do need the Burb. I'm going to go straight away for the CC right here, as he switches out into Cofagrigus, meaning this is a safe switch, meaning I want to keep it around. He's going to go for the Willow right here, so I'm going straight out to Meloetta. Just because, you know, I can do that. And he actually, I don't think he has anything to touch me right here, because he's probably like pain. Oh, he does, and he's gonna go for it right here. If he goes for the Trick Room, I'm gonna be so pissed. But I'm going out into the Beedrill. Please don't go for the thing. Okay, he goes for knockoff. That's sweet. I'm gonna go straight away for the U-turn right here, as he will more than likely go for the Will-O-Wisp, and then I can come back in, click Shadow Ball, knock out this Cofagrigus, and we can call it a day. Yeah. Whew. So basically, I have to preserve. Okay, he ends up just going out into Hitmontop right here. I mean, if you want something to die, we can arrange that. I'm going to go straight out into the Burb right here, and I'm going to go for the Hurricane, because I actually do need the extra power to knock out Cofagrigus. I don't think he's staying in right here. So if I really wanted to, I could go for the U-turn, and I think I'm going to do that, as he ends up going out into Audino. So there it is. I'm going to go out into Beedrill right here, and I am going to click U-turn, because I don't think he's staying in. I don't think he wants to take a Poison Jab. He could prove me wrong, so he is actually leftover. So I'm going to go for the Poison Jab right here, just because I highly doubt he's staying in. Or, well, like, now I think he's going to stay in, but of course he goes out into Cofagrigus, which is cool. If I could get the Poison off, that'd be nice. I do not get the Poison off. But I'm going to go for the U-turn right here, as he will more than likely... see, I don't want him to knock off my specs. I don't want him to knock off my specs. I could go into Cobalion, but then I lose to this, which is a problem. So I'm actually going to go out into Dougie. There's the Shadow Ball. That's okay. Now I feel stupid. I'm going to go straight away for the EQ and just get some chip damage off on this thing, as he ends up just knocking me out, which is actually really nice, because that means I can probably just go for the Psychic. But I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball regardless. Who knows, he could stay in. Okay, I'm actually going to think about this play for a second. So, here are the options. I go for Shadow Ball, and I'm fairly certain this gets 2-hit KO'd, because it's at 92%. It's going to take more Rocks damage. I have Rocks, right? No, I don't actually have Rocks. It may get 2-hit KO'd, and I always have Buggy to switch into it, so that's that option. if he stays in, he just dies, and Buggy just does a number to his team. If he goes out an Autono, then I'm hosed. I think I have to go for the Psychic right here. I'm actually going to go for the U-turn. He ends up staying in, so we can expect the knockoff right here. I'm going to go out Nakoba, and there's the knockoff. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch right here. Or do I taunt? I'm taunting him. So that means he can't go for the Willow, and I can just click Volt Switch right here. He may switch because he can't do any, like, he can Shadow Ball me, but, like, okay, so right now I can go back out into Meloetta because there's no way he's going for the knockoff. Yeah, he goes for Shadow Ball right there, and I'm just gonna click. No, didn't mean to click Hyper Voice. I'm clicking Shadow Ball. Because if he goes out in an Autono, that's fine. He goes out in a Hitmontop right here, which will not get 2-hit KO'd, but I get the Spit F drop, meaning he will. So that's nice. I'm going for Shadow Ball again as he goes out in an Autono. Oh, I so should have predicted that. Like, Geo, you knew that was coming. That was, like, the most obvious thing in the world. That was more obvious than ORAS Remix. Okay, so he goes for the Wish right here. Throws Wish into air, and I'm going to go for a knockoff. Hopefully knock out this Cofagrigus. He ends up going out into the Hitmontop right here, and I'm going to get rid of its leftovers, which is really nice, and I'm just going to hit it with a Poison Jab. Actually, I'm going for the U-turn. He has no reason. He has no business staying in right here. Or he just does. Earthquake, maybe? I'm going out into this thing. He ends up going for the Toxic, and I dodge it, so that's cool. I can go straight away for the Hurricane, I think, and hopefully do some damage. He ends up going out into his Autono. Do I get the Confusion? That'd be nice. Confusion. I do not get the Confusion. I'm going straight back out into Buggy right here, and he throws a Wish in the air. I'm going for Poison Jab because I think he's going to go back out into Tech Top right here. He goes out into Cofagrigus. Can I get the Poison? I cannot get the Poison. So I'm going to go for the U-turn right here. And I feel like my switch into Meloetta is pretty obvious, so I think he's going to go for the knockoff, meaning I'm going to go back into Cobalion. He actually just ends up going out into Hitmontop, making my life a lot easier right here because I can go straight out into Meloetta, and I can go for the U-turn, and I think I'm just going to lose this match, which is a little unfortunate, so we will end on a loss this week, more than likely. Knockoff, maybe? Is that what he's going for? Close combat. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go straight away for the U-turn. I don't think he wants to stay in and take a Hurricane. He's seen that I will go for it. But, you know, it's just a little unfortunate that I am not, like, he's just kind of seeing through U-turn at this point, so, and, like, Cofagrigus is a problem for the team, especially when it's paired with a normal type, a fighting type, and a dark type, because all three of those pretty much shut down my stabs. He's going to go for a Toxic right here, so I'm going to go out into Cobalion, because he's not going to go for another CC, or he just goes for another CC. You do you, man. Right here, I'm going to go for the Psychic. Actually, I'm going to go for the Hyper Voice, because I think he's going to go out into Sharpedo, and if he does, in fact, go out into Sharpedo, that is good news for me. He goes out into Autono, which is fine, meaning I'm going to do some damage, and now I'm going to go out into the Burb, because I need the Burb to take on Cofagrigus. Like, I suppose I could still win if he just chokes, but it's highly unlikely. I'm going to go for the Fire Blast right here, because it is more accurate. And maybe I could get the burn. I get a crit. Do I get the burn? I do not get the burn. He goes for the Double Edge, which actually does a pretty cool amount to my Moltres. And I missed my Fire Blast. So that is probably going to be the game at this point. It's a little unfortunate, but the Blind Burb, like, I kind of, like, his team was a matchup that I can't win. I would venture to say that. I'm going to go into Buggy right here, and I'm going to go straight away for the knockoff. I don't think he has any business staying in right here. He ends up going out into Hitmontop, and I'm going to click knockoff again because I think he's going to go out into Cofagrigus, but at this point it doesn't really matter. So, like, this was well played on his part. He just goes for the CC, which is weak, but I can go for the U-turn right here, and he ends up staying in, and I crit him, so I got bailed out. But I can go into Meloetta, and, like, unless he just misses every Will-O-Wisp ever, I can't beat him. But, you know, it's okay. Stuff like that happens. You can't win them all, certainly. And I think we had a pretty good week this week. It'd be cool if Hyper Voice went through Protect, but it doesn't. That'd be broken. Yeah, he's going to go into Autono right here as I do a nice chunk. And right here, I'm going for the knockoff, because I think his best play is just to go into Cofagrigus and then come in with Sharpedo, Like, and then will-o-wisp me, and then win. But he ends up just going for protect. Like, dude, you don't need to do this. The game is over. Beedrill is good, but not that good. I'm going to go for the poison jab right here. Maybe crit him. That'd be nice. Can I get a crit poison? That'd be cool. He may just knock me out with double edge for all I know. I get the poison, and he will be able to knock me out with the double edge. So that is a very good game. Another long match that we ended up losing, but you know, that's okay. So if you guys did enjoy this session using Dougie and Buggy, please make sure to leave a like, because it really does help show support for these stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Also, make sure to answer today's comment question of the video, which is, are you guys going to travel anywhere for the holiday break? And with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.